Section 1.2 Interactive Assignment Objective 2. We want to define what is a cross-sectional study, what is a case control study, and which is the superior observational study and why. So the first question is, what is a cross-sectional study? So let's take a look at that here. So cross-sectional studies are observational studies that collect information about individuals at a specific point in time or over a very short period of time. For example, a researcher might want to assess the risk associated with smoking by looking at a group of people, determining how many are smokers, and comparing the incidence rate of lung cancer of the smokers to the non-smokers. A clear advantage of cross-sectional studies is that they are cheap and quick to do. However, cross-sectional studies have limitations. For the lung cancer study, it could be that individuals develop cancer after the data are collected, so the study will not give the full picture. So the answer is D. The cross-sectional studies are observational studies that collect information about individuals at a specific point in time or over a short period of time. So going back to that question, we can see that the answer is D. Okay, the next question is, what is a case control study? So let's go down here, let's take a look at that. So case control studies are observational studies that are retrospective, meaning that they require individuals to look back in time or require the researcher to look at existing records. In case control studies, individuals that have a certain characteristic are matched with those that do not. A disadvantage to this type of study is that it requires individuals to recall information from the past. Plus, it requires the individuals to be truthful in their responses. An advantage of case control studies is that they are relatively inexpensive to conduct and can be done relatively quickly. So, since it's retrospective, we're going to say that B is the answer, because B states that case control studies are observational studies that are retrospective, meaning that they require individuals to look back in time or require the researcher to look at existing records. So therefore, the answer is B. Okay, next question. It says, which is the superior observational study and why? So, neither study is always the superior to the other. Both have advantages and disadvantages that depend on the situation. Both studies are inexpensive and can be done relatively quickly. A case control study is limited in that it requires individuals to recall information correctly and to answer questions truthfully. A cross-sectional study is limited in that it only gives information at a specific point in time or over a very short period of time and might not contain valuable information that occurs outside of that point in time. So the answer is B. We would say that neither study is always the superior to the other.